Hello stalkers, welcome back. Both the markets today closed green. I'm very happy, especially for ADX, which we will discuss in a while. Let's start with DFM market index, that is Dubai Financial Market. Today's candle is looking very promising, although yesterday's candle was negative. A nice price action is developing right near the resistance. You must be knowing this area, that is 5115 to 5190 is next area of resistance. Market has already tested this area once, got rejected, and it's been going sideways. So we can take it as it's building up. We are seeing contraction of volatility. There are two scenarios from here. Either if the breakout is to the downside, then be ready. It may come down to retest 4,902 points. If this does not hold, then we have support area at 4,834 points. As market has been going up, it's been establishing support zones, which is very good. As I keep mentioning, if at all market goes up in 90 degrees, most of the time it fizzles out and comes down back at the support. There is a nice parabolic move here, but if we look at the prior moves, we can clearly see it's been establishing base and then it's rising. Let's take example. After this move, market went sideways. Again, market went up, took a pause, and from here again a strong move was seen. It went sideways for about a week. A small push to the upside, a sideways momentum here, and then we saw this parabolic move. Again, the scenario can be repeated. We are seeing sideways momentum. Possibly we can see a breakout. As I have been mentioning lately in my videos about the correction, I'm still holding that view. If at all market is not able to break past, then be ready. It can drop down to revisit the support areas, establish a base, and then we may see a new leg to the upside. Most likely it can even break 5,190 points. Overall, no doubt DFM market is strongly bullish. It's been trending up. Look at this, guys. This is the daily chart of ADX market, that is Abu Dhabi Securities Exchange. If at all you are watching my videos regularly, then I'm sure you are looking at these two areas. Number one is 9,352 points. Number two is 9,404 points. I have been mentioning again and again, I would be only positive when I see a closing about this zone, and this is exactly what we are seeing. Yesterday I could not make any video for you. My apologies, I was busy. I had to only upload it for my members. However, check this out. As of now, last 3 days are very positive in ADX market. After this tight consolidation phase, it was a chart pattern which I had already informed you. Market was trading within this zone, and finally we saw a nice move to the upside. Now the main test or the main hurdle for ADX market index starts, that is tomorrow. Check this out. This area is resistance. From here we saw a sharp downfall. This becomes support, and from here market went up, again got resisted. This is the trend line. Now that is a hurdle. Again here, this was the third attempt. Market got rejected. It came down, support, support, and support again. So tomorrow we can say would be the test day for ADX market. It's back at the trend line right here. Let me highlight again. This is the trend line that is acting as a resistance, and this is the support zone. I think since it has established a base here, we can see volatility, contraction, and a breakout. There are very good chances we may see upside momentum from here. If at all it takes a pause above this area, that is 9,404 points, it should still be considered positive. Then maybe coming week or during the week we can expect a move up. In that scenario, I'm expecting a bigger move. There are chances market can even break past 9,563 points, that is next resistance. This contracting triangle is looking very promising. If at all it fails and come down, then I'm afraid we can even visit 8,974 points very quickly. Hopefully that does not happen. I want to see a breakout to the upside. So tomorrow will be a very interesting session. If at all you are using TradingView or even in your broker's account, you can mark these zones and watch the price or market unfold right in front of you. This is the daily chart of Meer, that is a new listed company in ADX market. We saw aggressive move to the upside on the day of listing. It went up till about 5.70. Unfortunately, it was not able to survive this gains that it made on the day of listing. We saw aggressive selling pressure, and very next day onwards also we are seeing almost all red candle. For the last 3 days, it's been recovering. We are seeing nice bullish momentum. This was the place where I had mentioned my members take small entries, as from here there are chances we may see upside momentum. So let's take small risk and take entries here. I personally took entries as well around 1.95. I exited yesterday at around 2.07. Now I'm looking for fresh entries. By the way, let me tell you why I had mentioned in my members video that we have to take small quantities here and not bigger, because this is a strong drop to the downside. This can be a recovery phase, and then again we may see short selling or move to the downside. So in order not to risk big quantities or with big amounts, small quantities are always advisable. Reason is, if at all we are entering here, our stop loss is very tight. This is our risk, and we can take a big reward ratio, as we can see a pump to the upside at the time of listing, or even if at all it comes around 2.92, we can make good gains. Looking at today's scenario, it got rejected exactly where I had mentioned, that is 2.26. This is resistance and the test for Meer. Tomorrow, if at all we see a drop here, and then in coming days if we see a breakout, this would confirm that Meer is now starting a trend, obviously to the upside. So tomorrow will be very tricky and interesting at the same time. If at all we see a big breakout and closing about 2.26, this will give us a confirmation that still buyers are intact, big boys are buying. As it is, volume is good in this stock. Let's go down to 30 minutes and see how it performed during the day today. Let me delete the drawings, and today we can clearly see that it got rejected right at my zone. 2.26 was my zone where I was anticipating a rejection. After this drop right from this area, we saw aggressive move. Now it's been climbing up. This is a nice bullish momentum. Best scenario or best part is, check this out, how the market is just hovering near the resistance. Today we saw a dip till about 2.08, but it quickly recovered, and closing is also positive, very near to resistance. It would be a very interesting scenario tomorrow to see where the opening is. If it is opening flat with a gap up or with a gap down. If it opens with a gap down tomorrow right near the resistance, I would take this as negative. If at all it opens flat or with a gap up, I would take this as positive. In fact, if it opens with a gap up, this would be more aggressive sign from buyer's side. And I will wait for a solid candle close above resistance, that is 2.26, to confirm resistance is taken out. If at all it comes down to retest and takes a bounce, this will be our added confirmation where we can add bigger quantities with confidence. And from here, as I mentioned, we will have a bigger gains. At the same time, if at all you are planning any entries, it should be taken with a proper risk management, with proper stop loss. So if at all you are planning for entries here, your stop loss will be below the low of this candle at 2.08, and then we are looking for a big gain. If this video was helpful, then do not forget to hit the like button. Thanks for watching. Keep stocking.